Okay, this video is about piecewise functions. A piecewise function is a function that has different rules for different parts of the domain. So the domain we know goes left and right. So as we move left and right upon or across the graph, we can break the graph into different sections, and each section has its own set of rules for it. Now, as you can see, these are pictures of different piecewise functions. So with a function, you have both a graph and the equation. So this is just the graph. This is kind of a visual of what they look like. We're going to be working with these a lot more in the next coming classes. Right now, we're just going to work on evaluating the functions. So let's take a look at this first one that we're going to evaluate. So we want to find f of 5 on part A. So that means plug 5 into the equation, and what do we get? Well, the problem is we got 3 equations. We are not going to plug it in 3 times. We're going to figure out which equation it needs to go into. So on the first one, it says 5, it says right over here, x is less than negative 8. So you're going to ask yourself, is 5 less than negative 8? The answer is no. You're not going to plug it in there. Then you go to the next one. You're going to say, is 5 between negative 8 and 3? No, it is not. And finally, you can say, is 5 greater than 3? Yes, yes it is. So since that's the case, we're going to plug it into the third one. So I'm going to have 5 squared plus 5. So that's 25 plus 5, which equals 30. All right, try this again on the next one. So we'll look, negative 10. Is negative 10 less than negative 8? Yes. Well, this is the best kind, because anytime we have a number less than negative 8, the answer is just negative 6. There's no work. All right, on the last one, negative 5. Is negative 5 less than negative 8? Nope. Is negative 5 in between negative 8 and 3? Yes. So that's the equation that we're going to plug it into. So we're going to take 2 times negative 5 minus 3. So we get negative 10 minus 3, which is negative 13. Okay, let's look at another example. Same situation, different equations that we're working with. So on the first one, 9, you want to ask yourself, is 9 less than negative 3? No, it is not. Is 9 in between negative 3 and 4? No, it is not. Is 9 greater than 4? Yes, it is. So I'm going to plug it into this one. So the square root of 9 plus 8. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. So f of 9 is 11. Okay. Next one. Oh, f of negative 3. This is kind of tricky because I've got a negative 3 here and a negative 3 here. What you have to pay attention to is the symbol. So on this top one right here, this one says, if you plugged in negative 3 here, you'd say, is negative 3 less than negative 3? Is it less than? Nope, not at all. So now let's try it again. What if we said, is negative 3 less than or equal to negative 3? Absolutely. So you got to pay attention to the signs. So, oops. Oh my goodness, it's going all over. This is the one that we're going to plug it into. So I have negative 3 cubed minus 4. Negative 3 cubed means negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3, which is negative 27 minus 4 is negative 31. On the last one, f of negative 6. Well, if I'm looking at my choices, negative 6 is less than negative 3, so that's the one I'm going to put it into. So I'm going to have negative 6 minus 5 squared plus 1. So I have negative 11 squared plus 1, so 121 plus 1, because negative 11 is squared is negative 11 times a negative 11, so it's positive. So I get 22 for my final answer. Okay, this is going to come up in your homework, so I want to show it to you. Let's pretend we have another function. It's got this equation, and it says it's true when x is less than negative 4. And then it gives it this equation, and it says it's true when x is greater than 5. And then I say, all right, well, find f of 2. So you go to the top, and you look, and you say, ask yourself, is x less than negative 4? No? No, it's not. So you try again. Is x greater than 5? No, 2 is definitely not greater than 5. So it doesn't work in either one. So it's not a common situation, but it does happen. It means that it doesn't work in either one, and so you're going to choose undefined. This homework is in Delta Math. When you're putting in your answer, there's going to be an answer box. If, on the rare occasion that it's undefined, there is a button that's under the answer box that says undefined, and you can just click on that for your answer.